We move on now to some trending stories. Singer Lana Del Rey recently tied the knot in Louisiana, and guests are calling it Cajun cool. From the dress to her new hubby, Lana Del Rey actually defied the Hollywood convention. Indeed, Lana, actually reportedly worth about $30 million, tied the knot with Gator guide Jeremy Dufresne. Saying that right?
Yeah.
The couple celebrated their I-do's, where Jeremy operates his swamp boat tours. The couple met way back in 2019 when Lana actually took a bayou boat ride with friends, and Jeremy was their captain. Oh, Mary the captain. Word has it that she actually bought her wedding dress back in May from a thrift store in New Orleans. After exchanging the vows, newlyweds celebrated with an outdoor reception. Now, this is the first marriage for the New York-born summertime sadness singer, and it's the second marriage for Jeremy. He's a Louisiana native and a divorced father of 3. We wish them congratulations.
I love this. I mean, I think it's kind of cool. They had a small, intimate wedding right there where the guy does his swamp boat tours, and she seems like she's madly in love with this guy.
Which is cool, you know, which sounds like a movie all of a sudden right there, saying the, you know, the big Hollywood type. And she kind of gave up Hollywood, or that big scene somewhat, right?
Yeah.
And moved to New Orleans.
And I'm trying to remember, she was dating somebody for a while, and I can't think of who it was, but it was somebody who was
if we can have somebody look that up.
Pretty famous on television or sports, and he was a sportscaster.
Okay.
Anyway, it was just interesting to see her sort of take a back seat now. And she slowly kind of put photos of herself and him on her Instagram page. It wasn't like initially, oh, we're hot and heavy. It was just kind of a gradual. So it seems to me like she really got to know him and she really fell in love.
And he is the one that's really going to have a lot of the challenges if you think about it, where he's going to have to face it. But if she says, look, I'm ready for this low-key lifestyle, then maybe, and she's already seen it. So there's a lot to that, right?
I think so, too.
There's a lot to do in it as well. Matt's coming up in just a few moments, telling us about the Florida man. It's a Florida man story. You don't want to miss out on that. We got today's trends, tomorrow's talk right here.
Well, the Netflix dating show Love is Blind is making it rain for one fragrance company. On the second episode of the latest season, Taylor Krause uses a roll-on perfume to add scent to her love note to Garrett. Didn't take long for fans to look up the product and start giving reviews on social media. Pure Instinct says sales have increased tenfold after the episode featuring their product, and their website saw a 500% bump in traffic right after it aired.
That's all it takes, I guess, too.
So.
And when love is blind, you know, they say your other senses go up. So
I keep seeing this commercial for a new men's cologne, and the women are blindfolded, and the guy walks into the room. He stands there for a little while and then leaves, and she's like, is he gone? I can't tell, but he smells fantastic. I'm like, that's a really good ad.
100%. It's because that's what guys would want.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to be, because the sense of smell is one of the most powerful, because it triggers back memories. I remember at one time, like if you did Old Spice and Brute 55 or whatever, the stuff your dad would have worn back in the 70s or so, that attracted women because it brought back that memory. I don't know how popular it worked.
Polo.
Polo,
that reminds me of high school. Polo.
I agree. Popular YouTube star Mr. Beast says that he has pre-recorded videos that will be released after his death.
Okay.
Despite his net worth of $500 million, that's true, Mr. Beast, he's only 26 years old, and experts say he is, well, many, many years ahead of him. Mr. Beast did not mention what's featured in the content he's created after he's gone. He recently said that certain people in his company will actually know where to find it. Mr. Beast and some of his projects have been the subject of some recent controversies. Some say it's jealousy over his wealth and popularity, while others say it could just be politics. Out of all of the influencers, I like this kid because he does stupid stuff, but that's how you get people to watch. But he also donates a lot of the money to people and helps people, you know, that are in need and that sort of thing. And he's an entrepreneur. Granted, if anybody is a good key or a good measure of how to make influencing, it's him. So I appreciate that.
He said he spent 5 years studying the algorithms of YouTube just to figure out how he could get and make these videos as popular as possible. And then, of course, you know, fast forward, he's the most followed YouTube star out of anybody on the channel. Same goes for the other social medias, where he's at least in the top 5. And, you know, that's how he makes all his money, all those sponsorships.
He knows what works, too, as far as content goes, just outrageous stuff, and has people on there. And I appreciate that. He knows, listen, I'm just doing this to do it. It's not like, you know,
not rocket science.
And he has his buddies around him, too, which I appreciated that as well. Just like us here on Daily Flash.
Well, it's not always a clean getaway when it comes to sailing on the luxury cruise ships these days. The list of the world's dirtiest cruise ships has just been released. And the dirtiest of them all, the Hanseatic Inspiration, which received a score of 62. The CDC says anything below an 85 is bad. The report listed health code violations like grimy beer taps, insects swarming the pool bar, and a dead bird near an outside grill. Another violation, food items requiring refrigeration were not stored at the right temperatures. Despite the violations, a spokesperson for the cruise ship said they strive to meet the strictest hygiene requirements every year and are hoping to get retested very soon.
That is not the title you want, by all means, on that as well. Because when you're out there, if you think about it, especially on some of the cruise ships, they make sure you wash your hands as much as possible.
Yeah.
But it's what you're eating could be getting you sick.
That is
Not
true.
good. We're doing Stream for the Weekend. That's coming up right around the corner. Stick around.